Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to This Week in Dioramas. We've got an awesome lineup of 15 dioramas to showcase for you, so let's not waste any more time. Top off your coffee, whatever you're drinking, and let's get into the showcase. Okay, show's on. Let's get going. Starting off first with, how are we going to say this? Paranimo? Para. We'll just go with that. So someone shared this with me in my DMs, and at first, until I, saw the hand, I really thought that this was just like real. It's amazing how realistic this is. Let's see if my browser is actually going to translate this. So from time to time, we leave the focus of graffiti and street art to create models, trying to bring the most details and make everything amazing. This is Maria's house, mother to my friends Igor and Nathan. We created this work thinking about various details such as interior lighting, etc., etc. So I just want to say, one, we haven't showcased you before, so welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy the show. This thing is just absolutely stunning looking. It is so realistic. I can't get over it. And then, the fact that you took the picture outside, you've got the nice sunlight. It really adds to the illusion of this being realistic. Even the pool, it looks like there's kind of the shine, glare effects that you get from the water kind of moving. It just looks so absolutely realistic. When you look at a picture like this, I can't hardly tell that this is a model instead of real life. It's just absolutely stunning how realistic everything is in this. I'm blown away. The tile work on here, and it doesn't even necessarily look as though the paint is that detailed. I mean, there is some paint variation, it looks like, on the walls, but it's not like there's a ton of dry brush kind of weathering, but it still is, it's so clean, and it just really has that feel of realism. So I'm really impressed with this. Great job. Very unique piece. Welcome to the show. Let's keep going. Next, coming from, let's see, what is this? Twisted and Creative Soul made a simple diorama for my pipe cleaner tree. So let's start with the base. Loving this. I like the rock formation. The paint apps look very nice. We got some dirt and some grass strewn throughout. And then we go to the tree, and this tree really looks awesome. Sounds like you made the tree out of pipe cleaners, which is awesome. Love the canopy. That also looks great. And then the swing, also a very nice touch. The only thing, and this is kind of the struggle that anybody working in miniatures has. The only thing that's pulling me out of it is the fact that the swing isn't hanging down 100%, like 90 degrees. And so it starts taking away from that illusion. But what you could do is just kind of move it a little bit and shorten one of these, probably shorten this one to get it to pull it back up so that it's fully 90 degrees. That'll bring it back. The hard part with miniatures is string and wire and whatnot is usually so light that our gravity doesn't hold it down the way that things in 1/1 scale does. This just looks awesome. I love the way that it looks. So if you tweak that just a little bit, it's going to really bring that illusion back, because the rest of this just looks very realistic. I'm really digging on it. So great job. Next, coming from Diomaster Studios. Let's see if the translation works again. I will be the new god of the sea. Kansan, usurper of scales, meant to look after the pillar of the Atlantic Ocean, coming out convinced to be the new god of the seas. Materials, resin, crystal and polyurethane, foam, acrylics, oils, traditional sculpture, local designation Peru, This just looks absolutely amazing. I'm really impressed with this piece. So it looks very reminiscent of some of the Saint Seiya dioramas that we've seen from, I'm going to get some of the names wrong, but that they kind of gives me that feel. The color tone is really, really good. I love the way that this column and this column look with the little accent pieces. That just looks so good. But again, I go back to the color tone, kind of that deep, dark blue with a little bit of almost like a sea green really is working, and I'm digging it a lot. And then we've got the choppy waters down here, which is another really nice touch that just looks so cool. The fact that we've got the stairway coming down to probably where you could just get into a ship and just sail away, and it's very, very epic and regal. It has a really cool feel to it. I'm really impressed with this. So I don't think that we have showcased anything from this account, though it's plausible. The workmanship just looks so familiar to me. So if we've showcased you before, welcome back. If you're new to the show, welcome to the show. The show is glad to have you. I too am glad to have you here. This is just really impressive, so great job. Next, coming from Jaflame Studio. So this one's interesting. I'm still a little bit confused, maybe is the correct word. So from the description here, it says, my first time building a freestyle miniature entirely made from Kerry cardboard, tape, paint, and some sticks. I'm not really sure what Kerry cardboard is, but here's the thing that threw me off. So you look at this and it definitely looks like it's a computer generated image. Then we go to number 3, scanned in iPhone and rotated in Blender. So Blender is a 3D graphics design kind of program that you can do animations. I've installed it once and got lost with it and never went any further. So I've seen those mobile phone apps that you can take pictures of, you know, 3-dimensional things and it will do a 3D rendering of it. That's what I'm thinking happened here. But if you look at this piece, it really does, you can see the cardboard aspects of it. So my question, my confusion is this really computer generated, or is this an actual diorama piece that you took the pictures of and 3D modeled it into Blender? Because it looks like it's probably legit, you know, stuff. It's legit stuff. It's legit materials. I don't know. I'm just really intrigued. With all that said, looking at the piece, it looks really cool. I love all the graffiti that's on it. That's why it feels like this can't have just been all designed specifically in Blender. It feels like this was actually created in real life. And the paint apps are so good. I really dig all the different color tones. Back to the graffiti, it looks just super cool. It's a really unique way of displaying diorama where you put it into Blender, and I'm interested to know. So please, if you happen to watch the episode, let me know what all's going on here. Next, coming from the Diorama Project, I know that we showcased one of your works last week as well. And let's see, I am trying to improve my photography. Aren't we all? We all are. And I have to say, this looks really good. The lighting looks really nice. The diorama piece looks awesome. I'm digging on this a lot. It's very unique. And I love it when there's a diorama piece that is unique and it looks so complete. So you've got this little bit that's going around framing the whole bottom, and then we have the platform that our Hulk is standing on, and then we've got the little rune column. That also just looks absolutely stunning. I love the rune writing or whatever that you've got kind of sculpted into that. That just looks awesome. A little bit of kind of almost like a green highlight on there, or it could be the light that's just kind of spilling onto there. Either way, it looks awesome. I love the paint apps on here. I really like the sculpt work. It kind of has a comic feel to it a little bit, in that, you know, it's not nearly as organic, but it really works. I'm really digging on it. It's kind of very, what's the word? They're kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, but I'm digging on the shapes, and this base, really, I'm digging on it. The only thing that I'm worried about is this could easily get damaged, and I would hate to see that because it looks so very, very nice. Love the foliage, all of that. Is just a really impressive piece, so great job. This next one is coming from Jason Jensen Trains. He has got quite a big YouTube channel, so I suggest that you go check out his channel. Let's see, what's it saying? New video on my YouTube channel at Jason Jensen Trains on how I created this scene. Hope you enjoy the video and happy modeling, everyone. So the scale that he works in, I want to say it's some sort of model train scale, and he might correct me if I am wrong. I feel like it's maybe HO scale or something like that. It's a little bit smaller than our regular 1/12 scale, and the detail on these buildings is always so incredible. I always have to wonder sometimes, are these kits, are these scratch built? With him, it's always such amazing work, and it's always put together. He's got this like massive cityscape that he's built, and it's just so fun to see what he posts. This picture looks awesome. It's such a reminiscent image of the old days, or this could be Cuba, I suppose, since they're still running these 1950s cars. There's so many details, and it looks so realistic. If you had like a little rig with a camera, you could just fly it around on the streets and it would look so cool. I'm just so impressed. So make sure that you go check out his YouTube channel. It's far bigger than mine, so if you're following me, you're probably following him, but if you're not, go check him out. This next one is from Papa Palpatine Photography, and I always enjoy photography. If you've been around my show for any amount of time, you know that I love action figure photography. I love just photography in general, and this gentleman does a lot of really cool pictures. And the thing that I love is he shows us some behind the scenes, and he does his own dioramas typically, and this just looks super cool. So this is, let's see, where's Skywalker? This is just so cool. Look at the diorama. See what your dioramas can do for a picture. This looks so cool. I love the lighting with whatever's going on back here. We've got a couple of stormtroopers or clones back here. He just killed one. He's got his head flying off. And now we can see a little bit of the behind the scenes. Look at this diorama. Look at the paint on that. That looks so good. This is so good. And so he's pointing out Luma cubes. So those are little tiny photo lights that you can get, which are perfect for action figure size. This kind of 1/12 scale gives you the ability to have nice little lights that you can put pretty much anywhere, and they don't cost all that much. I'll leave a link in the description below for them if you want. Otherwise, there's also the Ulanzi ones, which are a little bit cheaper and almost as good. They don't necessarily have as many features, but still pretty darn good. But look at this diorama. It's so cool. And he took the time to put all of these little pieces up that didn't necessarily even show up in the picture, but maybe there's other options that he had for the picture. It's just so incredible. I love it. I love seeing the dioramas in action. It's just so much fun. This next one we don't actually get a ton of pictures of, but it's coming from BTDATDBS. And if I hover over, it's illusions and symmetry. So I really love the pictures that he takes with these dioramas. Let's go through a couple of the other pictures. So this action one with Daredevil and Bullseye, awesome. Here's the diorama behind it. Let's get a closer look. Look at this. It is so incredibly clean, this cartoon look. The paint is simple in that there's no dry brushing. There's really no shading. It's just there, and it's so clean. It's kind of a pastel look to it, and it just looks awesome. I love that all the windows have the yellow. Just look at the cleanliness of all of this detail work up here. It just looks so good. I absolutely love the work. Really well done. If you're not following him, make sure that you do, because he does some really clean, cool work that I've not seen anybody else pulling this off. So awesome job. This next one is coming from Dioramas FF. Paintwork has begun. I decided to simulate concrete on the bridge and added more cracks to the asphalt road below. Looking forward to adding the details. I'm looking forward to seeing this when it's completed as well, because the detail that you already have in here with the sculpt, with the damage here, and all of the rebar that's just hanging like spaghetti almost, it already looks absolutely stunning. And so hopefully you will tag it with the hashtag thisweekindioramas. That way then when it's done, we will see it and we'll be able to see what you do with the paint to finish this off, because it just looks so stunning already. The cracking and the debris just looks so natural. So, oh, wow, I'm really impressed with this. Great job. Next up, coming from Law Creations, I first want to say thank you for the stickers. I have not had a chance to put the sticker of the Apple logo on the laptop. I know, I've just lame, been doing other things, but I appreciate it nonetheless. This, okay, so this display is for sale, 10-inch high, 7x7, $50 free shipping, domestic, DM if interested. Thank you for looking. $50 is a steal for this. The paint apps on here are really nicely done, especially on these panels here where you've got some really good looking weathering with the rust work. Dang, that looks awesome. And it's also on the sign. I've said this many times before in other episodes. When you're doing signage, make sure that the signs match the weathering of the rest of the diorama. And he has done that very, very well here. Everything just looks so good. This is a great display piece for a single figure, maybe two figures. They might be scuffling, something like that. It's very unique in this metal plate that's covering the wall. Very, very cool. I love it. Let's go to the next picture. See here, we've got, I believe, the McFarlane, one of the McFarlane Jokers. God, they've done like 1,000 now. And then we've got Deathstroke. Jeez, my brain it's been a little foggy lately. It seems I can never think of the words. Look at this little control panel or box of some sort. That looks awesome. I'm guessing this is probably 3D printed. Maybe it's scratch built, but it looks awesome on here. Those are the little details that I really enjoy seeing. Same with like down here, this almost looks like a handle of a shovel or something, and it's like melting into the grate. Not sure what the story is behind that, but it intrigues me, and I like seeing stuff like that. So great job, keep it up, and again, thank you for those stickers that you sent me. Next, coming from Small Scala, let's see. Want your favorite bar or restaurant turned into a miniature? Commission me to build it. So DM them if you're looking for a custom building that this guy could make. And obviously, he does amazing work. Look how good this is. The brickwork on here is so incredible. I love the kind of the shape of the bricks. It's almost a rounded feel to it, which looks awesome. And then we've got some of the bricks that are sticking out. That's a great touch. I'm hoping there's a reference picture in here. I can't remember if there is. The signage is so clean. I mean, this is ridiculously clean. And then we come down to the concrete. Look how realistic that is. There's kind of subtlety in the weathering. You get a little bit of a dark pattern right here. It just looks awesome. Let's cycle through some of these pictures. Okay, so here's, dang, okay, I think this is the diorama still. God dang, you really did a great job. This is tricking me, because I was still thinking that this might be the real place. I don't know. Okay, here's the real place. God dang. Yeah, you really nailed it. Look at the roof with the awning part. There's some kind of debris on there. God, you just did a spectacular job on this. So yeah, if anybody is in the market for a replica of, maybe their favorite comic book shop, I assume you'll do pretty much anything, hit them up, because this is some pretty awesome work. This next one coming from iPop Designs. So we showcased a little bit of their work in a collaboration post from last week with Sergeant Bananas, and I had to go check out some of their work, and here's a post that I liked that showed a fair amount of the kind of work that I was seeing on their account. So it says, "Hello everybody, the first photo is a digital rendering. I also included a few photos of some fun things that I made earlier this year. Check out the eBay store, 15% off today." I don't know if that's still going on select buildings. Couldn't do it without all of you guys. So these buildings are awesome, especially if you're trying to do photography for Godzilla, that sort of thing. I'm really seriously considering making some of these building facades myself. oftentimes you can make them fairly simply without a lot of detail. And by putting them together into a cityscape like this, get some nice lighting, it looks so good. So let's cycle through. Look at this. This is so freaking awesome. I absolutely dig this so much to see all these little buildings together. And see, there we've got Godzilla. We got 2 Godzillas. This is so awesome. God, there's so much cool stuff. And all it takes is this little backdrop. It looks to be just like a cloud backdrop. And I bet you that photo looks awesome. Let's go through some more of this. Look at this. With all the lights in there, that is awesome. God dang. Look at the debris. So much detail. This is absolutely so cool. How you weren't on my radar before, I'm not sure. I'm hoping that you'll enjoy the show if you happen to watch it. And maybe you'll use the hashtag in the future for your future posts. Let's see. God, that looks so good. Sometimes it's hard to come up with things to say. The pieces just speak for themselves. Like this, the debris. Jeez, that's so good. It's so detailed. Man, you guys. Oh, the Hollywood sign. That's awesome. God, I love this picture. That looks so good. So great job and welcome to the show. This next one is coming from Visual Approach Photo. So let's see, Alpha, the Alpha Predator, took this shot right before watching Prey on Hulu. Fantastic Predator movie. I have an unpopular opinion on that movie. I wasn't near as impressed as so many other people were with that movie. I thought it was beautifully shot. The bear scene definitely left more to desire there. I just didn't like the girl and the way that they portrayed her. In a lot of these kind of movies, there's a training time, and yes, there was kind of a training time, but she was so arrogant. And here's my biggest issue. She basically is the reason that her entire hunting tribe got killed. Because of her arrogance that she had to go off on her own. And so that part bugged me because I'm like, okay, so you got all of these people killed and you just randomly figured out how to kill. Anyway, it just, I don't know. Anyway, I'm off on a tangent. Let's talk about the picture. Obviously, this picture is stunning. I love the sunburst behind. I love the look and feel, the lighting. It's kind of got like a pinkish feel to it. But look at that diorama behind. That the stone looks so realistic and painted so absolutely amazingly. I'm really impressed with that. And it's not super complex, but it looks really good. And then we've got the little platform that he's standing on with the mosses. We've got a couple of skulls. That also just looks really, really good. So amazing job. This is the kind of thing that you can do. It's not the most complex setup, though you do have to put a little bit of thought into it because you've got him, right up further in front, and then you've got this further back to get a little bit of forced perspective. But you can see it's obviously doable. So great job on this. This next one coming from Gundam Mike. So Optimus, the last battle. This really impressed me. I love the way that this looks. The fact that we've got basically what looks like an abandoned Optimus Prime. He may have been killed, and this is now him just nature taking over, and it looks so incredible. Look at the paint apps on this. You've turned an action figure into a diorama, and it looks stunning. I love all the foliage that's growing and taking over. It's such a creative idea. I don't know if you got this from something or this idea from somewhere. Maybe it's from some actual material or you just came up with the idea. But to me, this is just such a creative idea to do with your diorama or with your action figures. I love it. I absolutely love it. The paint apps are so on point. And look at this picture. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And then last but not least, coming from Cult Creations, Last Samurai 1/6 scale diorama. Finished it a few months ago. Jean-Claude Vadusa has been an amazing customer. Thank you for your patience. So this looks awesome. I love the cleanliness of this. And this little window here looks so clean, so good. I'm pretty sure that this is probably intended to be like a sliding door. I don't know if it functions. Let's cycle through to see. Look at this. We've got a little bit of grass down here, the platform that he's standing on. This is just a classic Detolf type diorama piece to display a figure. It looks so good. I love it. I love the awning here that you've got with the kind of wooden shingles. Maybe these are slate shingles. And it just looks so good. We got a little bit of foliage, kind of grasses that are growing in the seams. It just looks really good. You did a great job. Everybody did a great job this week. Thank you to all of you who use the hashtag thisweekindioramas. If you haven't been using it, by all means, get started using the hashtag. I know that some folks have problems using it because Instagram is stupid, but if you're having trouble, try tagging it in a comment on your piece, or you could try just DMing me if you really are having no luck with being able to use that hashtag. Because if you've got something great that I think people should show, let's show the community. So great job, everybody. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed all of the dioramas. If you did, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what your favorite diorama is. If you're still sticking around, that means that you are an amazing rock star. That means that you are dedicated to the show, and I appreciate you very much. I appreciate everybody who uses the hashtag thisweekindioramas. Every single time you complete a diorama, you're going to want to use that hashtag. Gives me the best chance to be able to find your work on Instagram, and gives everybody in the community a great chance to be able to find your work, see it, leave a like. And since I like to talk about the community, let's talk about the community. Be a part of the community. Go join the Diorama HQ Facebook group. Go follow the hashtag thisweekindioramas. And more importantly, go follow and like people's work. Be a member of the community, be active, and let people know what you think. Don't just leave a like, leave a comment. Maybe leave a compliment of someone's work, or maybe some constrictive, maybe not constrictive, but constructive criticism where it's warranted. You know, give some tips, some tricks, whatever it might be. We want to support each other in the community, and I want to support you guys, so hopefully we all can enjoy this hobby, this passion even more. So I'm actually right now on a silent retreat while you guys are watching this. Well, if you're watching it, what would it be, Saturday or Sunday? So I won't be getting into the comment section until I get back late Sunday, probably Monday. So I'm hoping that you guys, while I'm gone, will just fill the comment section with tons of comments. Anything, I don't care what's on your mind. Are you starting a new project? Are you watching any new movies? Anything, I don't care what it is. I want to know. Leave a comment in the comment section. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, all that jazz. And I will see you in the next episode. Have a good weekend, everybody.
If you try, you just